Hello, all. Good morning. Hello, Camaro Commando. Hello, Stevie. Hello, Jennifer. Happy birthday to Miss Kathy. Happy birthday to Jay from the Jay and Amy. Hello, Flight Level. Hello, Jason. Hello, Tabby. Hello, Sissy. Hello, the Squirrel MG. Hello, Joe. Hello, Miss Lydia. That's a great idea. Lydia just posted, B Mom, before I forget. Thank you, B Mom. Good morning. I've started using Fridays to write down all the things that happens each week that I'm grateful for. It's amazing how it's changed my perspective. That's a great idea. Great idea. Hello, White Wolf. Hello, Miss Michelle. Hello, Dobby. Purples. Bring out my softer, more caring side, Jamie. Happy birthday. Did Iraq close? They have kind of closed their borders. They've closed different parts of their border, their financial border. There's a lot going on. We got a lot to unpack this morning. Kirby, pleasure to see you. And we have to do it kind of on the fly so we can get to Mr. C. I do not want to divert too long or let time slip away, which happens entirely too often. I see Jack's sister Debbie celebrating. Thank you, Miss Tammy. Stephen or Stefan wants to know an important one. Does anybody know if Banknote World has a code for this week? Any kind of special? Shell's party is going to be tomorrow for her 61st. Hello, Raz Gold. Hello, JC. Miss Belinda Bernard. Sorry, just reading through some of you guys' comments. Gabriel, good morning. Will we know where the redemption centers are, or will they give us a list? Yeah, no, you will know. They will give you a list how to contact, find the closest. When I say redemption center, I mean redeeming bank that redeems. You'll know. You won't have to search for them after. Whoa. Gavin's going to have the 58th, so we might as well go ahead and celebrate today, Gavin. Yes, take care of your vascular health. Iranian conflict much? For those that don't know, sources all over the Middle East are saying that Israel has told its folks, if you want out, get out today, meaning Friday. From political folks, connected folks, parliamentary families, embassies, they've told everybody today is your last chance. Get out. Yeah. I think we know when it's going to happen now. Hello, Skyline. Thank you. Very kind, Skyline Missions of Faith. Hello, Tupelo, honey. What else do we get to talk about this morning before we get Mr. C on? We have the Bohemian Grove membership list leaked. An independent journalist has obtained and published what appears to be the 2023 attendance list for the ultra-secretive Bohemian Grove, the annual summer encampment of the all-male Bohemian Club in Sonoma County, California, providing a rare look at the roster of American elites who gathered at the shadowy retreat. We're going to go 2023. When you read these, it's like Henry Kissinger, Bloomberg, Charles Koch, the billionaire, the right-wing version of Bill Gates. I know somebody just got upset when I said that. James Baker, Paul Pelosi, David Rockefeller, Rubenstein, Harold Crow. When you read that list, it's tells you just how inbred, incestuous our leadership is, and how the public or the perceived personas, this person's liberal, left wing, this person's extreme right wing, they hate each other in the public. Guys, they're all hanging out in one big club, deciding how us peons will live. Can't make it up. Stevie. Oh, thanks for getting you out of the YouTube jail. I have so little control over the YouTube jail. See, Guru Mountain Goat, Iranian influence over Iraq is fading, as many are now believing, as we already do, that Maliki is a sinking ship. It's just a matter of time before al-Sudani is sworn in to form his cabinet. I'll agree with that. I saw another one folks worried about. We have a two-tier society and a legal system. Yes, we do, Ron. And that two-tier justice system has always been a key sign before a fall, before a collapse or a reset of a government. Always has. And then Tilly Bob, did anyone watch Frank 26 last night saying no global reset, no 800 numbers, no redemption centers? Well, let's say he's right. No global reset. It's only going to be a few currencies. Those are the same currencies you all have. It means you'd have to get inventive, because it would mean that, just on the offset chance that he's correct, it would mean that we're not getting a QFS system. So we'd still be in a fiat system. So we'd need to be very smart about our money. Either way, it works out great for you. And there's just so much. I don't even know where to go on the 800 numbers redemption centers. Everybody calls them something different, and they just have this need to fight over it. Camaro Commando, it looks that way to me too. It looks like they're in worship to Baal. I agree with you. Dan and Beth, happy anniversary. That is awesome. Happy anniversary. Kirby, you have a blessed one too. Now let's get to it. Yeah, just the ever bouncing information from some folks wears me out. There's Jay celebrating birthday day. Big 27 years old. Wink, wink. Yeah, TP, you're still shadow banned. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, pretty much every one of you are shadow banned. Some of you just to varying degrees. Oh, absolutely, Dr. Harry. If there ends up not being a QFS, I will absolutely be sharing how to protect assets, money, you name it. We'll have all the best of the best on here. I don't think it's an issue, but let's, if it is, stop worrying about it. Just plan accordingly. Beach Brat, see, that's a good point to me too. Not everyone's on the list knows what they've been invited to. In other words, let's see, they're new to it. They're trying to be recruited. They might get invited. They might show them, go, oh God, I'm out of here. But if they didn't go public after seeing it, that's where I would damn them as well, Beach Brat. I would as well. All right, let's get to it, because we don't have a whole lot of spare time. I don't know. Do we have any other fun stuff before I get into it? Jimmy's famous seafood goes viral again, tells local paper to go F itself. It is so funny. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the Jimmy seafood thing over the hockey team. It's been entertaining. And the comments, very entertaining. I know. Total side thing there that I even had it there. Marlene, thank you for that. Very, very kind, Miss Marlene. Now let's get back to it. Where was I at? Anybody else watching the craziness going on? Is March still in play for RV? Christ Jesus Lord, very much so. All right, let's get to actual news. We're going to head off to Iraq. Pretty much dominating their news cycle today. Is banking sorting begins. Central Bank of Iraq reforms pave the way for liquidation, broad mergers. What do they mean? More on that front. Central Bank of Iraq announces the completion of the main step in its comprehensive reform process: commercial Islamic banks, branches, foreign banks, et cetera, et cetera. In other words, they were given choices. They could either merge with somebody else, sell themselves, they could close their doors, or they could come up to speed, fully international, conforming to KYC, tracking money, getting rid of completion of the main stage. Why is this important? Because they told us in their white papers that that was one of their biggest steps so that they could lift their purchasing power. Or as they called it, or Sudani called it, make the dinar the father of the dollar again. I was very excited when I saw this one because they are telling us that the progress and the list that they gave us, a checklist, is nearing their completion. This one's a big one. Let's see what else on the group side. I'm going to see if I can find my banner and turn it off. There it is. Found it. Whoa. Out reading a few of those people's personal opinions and such on folks. Exchange folks, still very quiet. I got bond sources that had meetings throughout the week, and I cannot get specifics from them other than them preparing anything that wasn't in their initial for processing next week. And they're being told they will be paid for their initials before they process their new ones. So I'm very hopeful. I'm tying that with what we are hearing out of the Middle East right now, that an Iranian move is inbound this weekend, like possibly later this evening. I just pray for everybody's safety, and this isn't just another engineered conflict for the wealthy. Always worried about that one. Love to get you guys' thoughts in chat. Very much going to be looking forward to getting Mr. C's. We do know that things did not end exceptionally well in Iran, or should I say in Geneva, over the talks. But let's get into some other things. This one posted in Law Enforcement Today 2 days ago. Actually, just yesterday. America faces 18,000 combat-trained killers on our soil. What threat, you ask? Well, how's about this? 18,000 fighters. I'll repeat that number. 18,000 known or suspected terrorists are here now in America. That's the current estimate from Director Joe Kent of the National Counterterrorism Center, who just testified to the effect recently before Congress. They infiltrated our open borders during the last 4 years under the Biden administration. Most of these combat experienced fighters are from the Middle East, Africa, Indonesian, war-torn countries such as Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, Mali, Somalia. We are looking at not just shooters, but suicide bombers, Fedayeen. They fight to the death, never surrender. Many are Al-Qaeda trained terrorists from Afghan training camps. They go into the details. Doesn't that make you feel warm and fuzzy? As the world looks towards the possibility of unrest, and we know how that works. The backlash from the mindset. How do they know about the 18,000? Part of it's what they've tracked. Well, mostly they extrapolate the numbers from what's tracked. They go in here and give us the numbers as to where they came up with that. So, Nancy, if you would like, I will put that link in chat so you guys can research it too, so that you can draw a proper conclusion based on the facts that are available. Reading a few of these, then I got to get moving. Could the RV be a psyop for what? And Agape. Just kind of curious what your thinking is on that one. Reading a few. Let's see. Attention, all deer hunters. New. Oh, terrorist hunting tags will be available soon. I'm sorry. I'm catching up, man. Metals market's closed. Guys, are you watching what's happening with the stock market? What's happening with metals? There's a lot of panic going on that front because they don't think they can suppress it this time. As we're going into delivery month, we've already started seeing, and that really just started in the last 24 hours, more demands for delivery than were expected or hoped by the ones that want to keep kicking the can. So metals already running. What are we up to? Probably $92 or so on metal. Just on silver is going to be my guess. We're probably sitting at 52 on gold. Where are we at? Come on, show me, show me, show me. 52.46 gold, 92.67 on silver. I was watching it much earlier this morning and watching that run start. Bigly huge RV downers. They're going to come. They're going to go. It's such a tough emotional roller coaster. It's tough to keep the faith. If you're worried about currency and you follow just the fundamentals, focus on assets, focus on commodities, metals. You can still play this game. You can just play it and not have to keep up with the roller coaster. Say Susanna, my bank screen today. Give me a message today that as of March 4th, it will have a new look. I keep hearing about a lot of banks that say massive change between March 2nd and 4th. Foxy Joey said got in at 86.50 yesterday. Good for you. Get to play a run up. I'm with you, Tim. It's worth it. We win in the end. The 18,000 number has been in the right circles for a little while, Kirby, and we have a lot of intelligence people that are in our chat. I'm talking about the ground truth folks, the people on the ground that pull together the numbers, that do the analysis for the big guys that then twist it or ignore it. The real nuts and bolts folks. We've got some of the absolute best in here. And just like Kirby pointing out, it's not really a question. That number has been, the right circles or the educated circles have known this for quite a while. JM's already showing 93.18. That Patriot, good for you. Got a bunch of silver below $25. All right, I got to hurry, guys, so that we'll be ready for Mr. C. I know it's only 18 minutes after, but we want to take maximum advantage of our time with them. Minnesota governor introduces an anti-fraud package amid federal scrutiny. Yep, can't believe it. Governor Tim Walz pitched the proposal as a bipartisan, called on the legislature to act while criticizing the federal actions as politically motivated. He was saying, okay, what's in the past is in the past, guys. We just got to ignore it. Let's stop talking about it. Let's fix it. That's Tim Walz. Yep, real powerful. We're not going to talk about the billions that disappeared. We're just going to talk about how them wanting to clean it up is politically motivated. But, by golly, the right thing to do is clean it up. We're going to need some millions of dollars so we can form all these bureaucracies and agencies to clean it up. It is funny to watch that. It's not even an acknowledgement of the fraud. It's no acknowledgement of the billions of dollars that were knowingly filtered out of our pockets. No, it's like not even going to say, oops, we were caught. They're totally just going to ignore it like it didn't even happen. Saying, we really have to go after fraud. Not, hey, we were the ones that did the fraud. I just still blown away. And they're just like, the left is now going, why are you guys still talking about this? We should be fixing this. Not, hey, we were stealing from you, but hey, we need to fix this. This is like your head of security at a store. That was the person stealing from you. You find out and they're like, oh man, that's a real problem. We need to fix this. All right, I'm going to fix this. It is absolutely crazy. The fox got caught eating the hens. So now the fox is coming up with a security system so that other foxes can't eat the hens. Blown away when I was reading that one. I was like, the hypocrisy. And do they just expect people to be dumb enough not to catch it? Third round of U.S.-Iran talk ends without a breakthrough. The Iranian representative signaled Tehran's readiness to enter another round of talks next week. I don't think they're going to get that. They might. If what we are seeing with positioning of assets, arms, etc., I don't think there's going to be a talk next week. Hillary Clinton says she knew nothing about Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. Hillary Clinton told members of Congress yesterday she does not have any knowledge about crimes carried out by the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. For that matter, she's never met him. No clue. I had no idea about their criminal activities. I do not recall ever encountering Mr. Epstein. I never flew on his plane or visited his island, homes, or offices, the former First Lady and Secretary of State said in her opening statement to the House Oversight Committee. Of course, it got kind of ugly when evidence was presented that, well, totally did away with that one. We can start pulling up the personal pictures of her with Epstein that have been in circulation for, 20 years. What do you think? Is anybody going to buy it? Moms, I appreciate that, MarkZ. All right. You have staff that has testified that she has been at the ranch. I don't know if testify is the right word. They have given affidavits, etc. Don't know if unless it's in front of an actual court that I can call it testified. Just not certain about the term there. But you get the idea. Many eyewitnesses, some back and forth emails about visits and meeting, many pictures, logs where Epstein stayed in the White House while the Clintons were in office. But no, couldn't tell you. Really, I've heard of him. He sounds sick and disgusting. They really should have prosecuted him harder back in 2008. Not, hey, Maxwell was at your daughter's wedding where you were at. But no, I really don't know these people. And is this the new one? Is Hillary getting ready to pull or did she, in effect, yesterday take her exit out of the political stage? Did she just admit to being mentally incompetent? Is some form of dementia going to be the new defense play for Hillary Clinton? Because there's a tremendous amount of evidence that she knew exactly who he was, probably knew exactly what was going on, did interact with. So she lied to Congress yesterday, openly and blatantly, or did she? I don't remember. Maybe she doesn't remember. But she's going to have to embrace an insanity or a dementia approach to get out of this one. Donna, it's all a show. Really does feel like it, right? Reading a few of these. Time to pay the piper. Yeah, most people don't think anything will happen to them because at this point, they've always been above the law. But again, a reminder, you are until you're not. Yeah, theoretically, it's a crime to lie to Congress. But they've confirmed her lying to Congress so many times. It's okay. It's against the law. So what? I don't think that way, but clearly they do. Blatant lying. Blatantly. Crazy like a fox. Exactly. The Brits and the French want the Ukraine to go nuclear out of desperation to hold on to Donbas. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the British and the French and their pushes. They're doing their absolute best, it appears to me, to torpedo any peace talks. I've said before, the elites are desperate. They need a world war. They need the conflict. They're pushing for the Ukraine to either have nuclear arms or dirty nuclear waste so they can make a dirty one as a deterrent, mutual assured destruction. The problem is whenever you and a number of groups, agencies, think tanks have done this, if you use AI and you war game how this thing concludes, if it escalates, but like 95, 96% of the models always come to nuclear war. It is a scary thought and horribly irresponsible, in my opinion. Xi Purge latest China's top legislator abruptly sacks 9 top military officials. We've been covering this for some time now. The almost, you could arguably say, military coup that has been going on, or the shakeup, the purge that has been going on in leadership for the CCP and the military. This makes me feel a little better about the thought that maybe we do have some white hats out there and they're very quietly cleaning up different governments around the world before this era. I just hope so. What do you guys think? Is it some kind of authoritarian crackdown, some communist grab for power? Is it them defending themselves before they're on their way out? Or is this a good guys, white hats, black hats kind of thing? Curious what you all think. I'm reading comments now. I'm looking forward to having Mr. C so I can take a little more time, read a few more comments. Reading a few of them. Getting a farm thinks Hillary and Tim Walz will be the Democratic ticket for 2028. She certainly was trying to position herself, but I think the Epstein story is going to be the one that torpedoes her. Yeah, Bernard, how could Hillary have not known Epstein, but Bill knew? Only Bill knew him. Only Bill had him hanging over. Only because of Bill was Maxwell at his daughter's wedding. Yeah, I'm just not buying it. Cindy said, I worked at Jimmy Sufu when I was 24 years old. I want to go. I'm in. All right, let's do it is almost Mr. C time. So let's get to it. We had a number of interesting things there, guys. If I do get an update from wealth management folks that are involved in redemption, look at X and Truth and my Telegram. If you're looking for that, you can find it. Just go to the original MarkZ. Right up there, little Telegram button. That is the only official one. Right there. There's some other good ones out there, but that's the only official one. Reading a few of these. I'm going to go ahead and sing a happy birthday because we got so many. Happy anniversary, Dan and Beth. Birthdays, Kathy C. Kate Chris. That's what we call her. Jay, Jamie, Debbie, Michelle, Gavin. Hopefully my voice will hold out for it. So they tell me it's your birthday. Well, happy birthday, darling. May you live, may you love, may all your dreams come true. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Boy, voice is a bit rough. Allergies. Meh. Or just all the crazy people coming and going and travel. Could be either or any of those. Happy birthday to Braden as well. All right. Let me get things set up for Mr. C. If your ears are sensitive, step away from your microphone or from your speakers. It can sometimes get loud for a handful of you. Now I'm ready for Mr. C. I say I am. Phone's down and out. Let's see if we can get it up and running. Huh. Just did a hard crash. Mr. C, if you're out there listening, just hang on. We'll get you in soon. Yeah. I mean, it did like a complete hard one. What do you guys want to talk about while we wait for the tech to do whatever it's doing? Reading a few last minute news pieces, see if there's anything good for us. Now, if the computer goes down suddenly, I'm going to know it's a conspiracy. Yeah, Chad, I said Mr. C, so they shut it off. If I could convince him to join from his computer, we'd have it much easier. Ooh, this is Quinkadink, right? Yeah, that must be it. They knew we were about to talk. No fun bank stories for you. But if any of you guys have good bank stories, please share them. Whoa, Lady Rebel's mom celebrating the 90th. That's big. I love when I get to see folks 90, 95, 100, 103. We had somebody celebrating 102 not long ago in here. Maybe Hillary shut. Yeah, if I said anything negative about Hillary, I don't know what that iguana outside in the middle of the road that's been flattened knew about Hillary. Midnight Smokers. Wait, real name's Rick Marsh. Whose real name is Rick Marsh? Reading some of you all's chats, trying to make it make sense. Probably shouldn't say things out loud until I find out what I'm talking about. Oh, it says Frank is sharing epic bank stories. There have been some good ones over the years, but if they doesn't mean you can go to the bank. Wait a minute, what's this? Banned for life. Canada rocked as Olympic cheating scandal explodes. Huh, I'd find out what that is. They love my purple shirt, Kukla. And if you want to know where it came from, the guilty one's right there. Let's talk about the cost of tea in China. Would a phone holder for your car work? Well, I don't know what you mean on that one. I don't know what's going on. It made progress. Now it's like doesn't have progress. That is, wow's all I can say on that front. Tammy, yes, I went to the bank yesterday. That's my story. No fresh news on the dong. No individual currencies other than the reforms in Iraq, the banking reforms. It's really, it's painfully quiet. Wall for him. An ancestor of mine was a horrible man. Got saved at 100. 100. Think about that. 100 years old. Found Jesus at 100 years. Led people to Jesus until he died at 116. See, Mark, friend of mine in the UK Midlands at a banking hub had a Delarue machine there. She spoke to the bank teller, and my friend said, yes, she knew about them. Oh, here's part of why we're seeing metals run. Let's see, March. Another 4,302 contracts with less than half rolling to May. They were hoping to roll nearly all of them. That means you have people standing for delivery. Let's see, just in BMW to put humanoid robots on production line at German plant. You know, it's only a matter of time. Question for Mr. C. Will silver certificates be redeemable under the new system for $1 and silver, which is defined? Sovereign, we can ask them. I've been told that they were going to be based on their value in silver. So if it is, um, if it's a 5 note, it represents 5 Morgan silver dollars, which is point. You said 0.77 or 0.74, somewhere around there, 75% roughly. And the value will be based on the spot price for silver. That's what I've been told over and over and over to the point of ad nauseum. Don't know if he's going to have heard anything different, but we'll ask him if we ever get to use our phone. Hopefully, I'll get to use it. It would be Barbara. It would be hysterical if Bill throws Hillary under the bus today. Oh yeah, she was there when Jeff and I were. Yeah, that would be too funny. Viking, I'm glad your student loan balance disappeared. I keep hoping it has something to do with Nasera. Yeah, absolutely. It would be foolish, Chris Guns and Guitars, for them to train too many people to do exchanges because then all of their staff would know what was coming and they would have zero employees. They'd be out of business. Buddy, I don't know that answer. I know that they were pushing out from that central bank model so that they were going to own their own. But yeah, that's a great question on the Rothschilds banks. All right. I think we're about to be back up again. Ah, and I'm supposed to tell you that there may not be a crazy kryptonaut stream today because he is still in a meeting physically away from his house that is running way over. All right, now we'll see if we can get Mr. C in here. My phone is exploding all of a sudden.
Please leave your message for 814.
Didn't want you guys to hear that number and his phone would blow up. Yeah, he was saying they wouldn't let him call me. Oh, Mr. Heels is down for upgrades. I'm supposed to tell you that too. All right. Now we're just going to sit here and hope that Mr. C calls in the next few minutes. Yep, here we go. Mr. C calls in the next few minutes. I think we have succeeded, Mr. C.
Finally, my goodness.
I mean, mine did a complete hard shutdown and reset and updated the phone. I looked down at it. I'm going to grab it to call to, once I'd said, hoping to get you in early today. And it just shut off. The Apple popped up and it started doing an update. That was been a while since they messed with us that hard.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. They've been screwing around pretty good with us. Yeah, they just shut me down totally. Would not let me call in. So sorry about that. The rats are active today. Well, I did receive some information yesterday and the day before, which is probably why they're shutting us down. The people, or I should say the countries that are not signatories to the gold treaty, tried to do an end run on the gold treaty to self-finance a revaluation. And they did this out of, what shall we say, the Far East. And they've come up with the following program that they were trying to do. And that they were going to monetize their in-ground reserves of gold, oil, silver, etc. Monetize it and create enough gold or gold certificates to create the RV. They tried to go through Standard Charter, and Standard Charter was forced to decline. So, and that stopped the whole effort. As a result, apparently there was a Pacific Rim entity that was willing to put up their share of gold, and they were forced to take the gold back to the Pacific Rim out of the European theater. So as we are getting through this, it seems that things are happening behind the scenes to force the issue, and I do believe BRICS is forcing the issue. I believe BRICS are now coalescing everybody under their main umbrella to make sure that no one tries to supersede the gold treaty and to force the issue. Even if Trump refuses, they're going to force the issue. So it's very, very interesting what's going on.
Any idea on timing from your conversation or any gut feel on that one?
Well, they've been telling me for the last 2 weeks it's happening, and I'm told they're full of BS. Because until they show up with me, it's not happening. But the rats continue to try to refund themselves, and they're finding out that the alternative is nothing but fiat money. So with timing, the concern of timing, I still believe the Iranian situation, the Ukrainian situation, and the narco-terrorist situation all have to be in a form of completion prior to the release. However, BRICS may say enough of this crap, and just do it. Timing could be any time.
Are you ready for any questions yet? Or is there something you want to chase down first?
Oh, actually, I want to say thank you. Daniel P. out of Jessup, Georgia. Thank you very much for your gift. And Lyman, thank you. Okay, ready for questions. Fire away.
All right. Heidi starts this one, and I'm not certain it's structured. Well, anyway, I'll just read it the way it is. Mr. C, would you please explain why and how the Iraq dinar revaluation is different than the other nations with the QFS?
Well, they're not different. It's just they cannot supersede the protocols of the Gold Treaty. So even though they've tried in many different ways, many different times, to do an IR or an RV, they cannot because they are signatories. And that's a good way to get blacklisted forever if they try to supersede the Gold Treaty. So it's not different. But I was told specifically they cannot supersede my receiving the codes.
The number of people wanting thoughts from you on whether you think the Iranian or the possibility of Iranian conflict this weekend or in the coming days could or negatively affect timing on this one. A lot of folks I've seen in chat, my eyes are going back and forth between 3 different chats right now. I've seen a number of people asking that question in different ways.
Okay. I do not believe it's going to hinder or stop the RV. The effect of all this is basically we know who it is, the rats, are trying to create a nuclear war. If they can't do it in Ukraine, they're going to do it in Iran. Iran, however, is going to do their best to make sure they do massive damage against Israel and the U.S. forces. That's not going to happen. I believe that what's going to occur is that there may be a showdown and there may be a massive, what shall we say, conflict over Iran shooting off their missiles and whatever else they have, but they're going to lose in the end. And I do not believe it's going to start an international conflict. But I also don't believe it's going to stop the RV.
I don't think it can stop it. And I brought up, I don't know if you were listening this morning, we talked about a article over at Law Enforcement Today about at least 18,000 combat trained killers on our soil. Splurge just saying your thoughts on the sleeper cells in the U.S. Sources saying the cartels are about to call on them to start making havoc soon. Between that, we're getting all kinds of stories. Somebody just wanted to know my thoughts. I'd be very careful.
I believe that is correct. And I think it's a lot more than 18,000.
I agree.
But it's not surprising, but the border's wide open, and the unknowns who cross the borders using the cartels is just unbelievable. So I believe there's at least 2 million or more that have crossed undetected. I believe within that next 18,000 is a low number for sleeper cells. That's the way we operated in the Latin American operation. So it's not surprising they're going to do it to us.
Susie, okay, question: am I okay to keep my stocks?
Absolutely. There's no reason to sell out your stocks at this time, even with the RV approaching, because if you sell now, you'll never recover the loss that you're going to receive in the short term when the RV occurs. But then you'll never recover when the stock increase in value with the new gold-backed dollar. So I would not recommend it at all.
Bud Mark, Mr. C, is Iran included in the gold treaty?
To my knowledge, Iran is a signatory. They have been for a long time. Anything to crash the corporation, which they thought was their enemy.
Yes, Dad, I would live with my head on a swivel, especially if you wake up to news that strikes did occur against Iran, or if you hear that this evening as you're going to bed. Yeah, I would avoid going to a big mall in a big city or a big sporting event or something like that. I would, yeah, I would.
I'd be very cautious.
I'd be very cautious. Hugh said a scare event was necessary. World War III scare event inbound. What do you think of that one?
That was actually the program for the RV, that there would be a major crisis close to nuclear war, and then all of a sudden everything would be resolved. And that is the RV. So that's not surprising to me.
John wants to know, Mr. C, will you be under an NDA once you enter the codes?
No, I will not. I've been told I will not be able to. I will not have to sign any document like that.
Well, I figure my take is when they see you, it's all out in the open. So an NDA would be pointless.
That's correct.
I could see them sequestering you for security reasons for a short bit, but that's the most I could see.
That's going to be interesting to see all the black RVs show up.
Yeah. It'd be great. I wonder, like, who might be in that. Roll in. Would it be like the Chinese family that's the Grand Dragon, whatever everyone calls it? Somebody putting up the gold? Is it going to be General Flynn? I would fly on a wall when that happens.
Well, I have been advised that a representative of the Bank of China and the family that's supporting it will show up. Some representative, Interpol will show up. U.S. military will show up, and of course the team from the U.S. Treasury, and of course somebody from the government. The new government.
The new government. The Republic. Mr. C, what happens to the title COs writing real estate closings unconstitutionally and unlawfully, arrests or spankings? Title companies writing real estate closings unconstitutional, unlawful.
Oh, thank you. I wasn't sure what that meant. All that's going to get shut down because of the debt jubilee.
Just referring to someone, Daniel, when they say BB, they're usually referring to the nickname for Benjamin Netanyahu. BB is widely known around the world. Benjamin Netanyahu is known as BB. That's going to be my guess for a comment when you saw that question. Maybe totally off base. Buddy wants to know, Mr. C, do you know if once you do your thing, essentially destroying the Federal Reserve, will those in jail for financial crimes be set free since it was all fraud? I didn't think about it from that perspective, but
I'm not sure about that. We did not discuss any of that. But if we go into common law, it would make sense to me that they could appeal.
I could definitely see they could appeal. I don't know if they would let them out, but yeah, there could be some special circumstances suddenly. Looking for more. Are outhouse races considered a sporting event? No, gee whiz, you're safe. Think about it. If you were a terrorist organization, you would want to get the maximum amount of press and fear from whatever you did. Do you get maximum level of fear going into a Dollar General in some random rural area, or do you get more out of maybe showing up at a music festival or at a sporting event, Comic-Con, anything where you're going to get maximum amount of press and photos and pictures?
Absolutely. Again, that's what I carry all the time.
Falcor, doesn't Trump have to step down?
Other than Nasara, yes, he will. But whether he has to do that because of force or by voluntary operation, I don't know. I think right now we're on the verge of the BRICS taking control.
I mean, we're certainly seeing the free market creating a system that doesn't need the central banks, doesn't need the white hats, black hats, purple hats, fuchsia hats, any of it. The free market's going to fix this thing on its own at some point.
I agree.
It always does throughout history. Free market always figures it out. It just has to get the government out of the way. Somebody asking if I think Yugoslavia will be part of all this one. Yeah, and I'm guessing you want to know because of their currency. I have no idea what to tell you on that front, but I would imagine Yugoslavia is part of this. You, Mr. C?
I would imagine they are. 217 plus signatories. I believe they probably are.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Kirby wanting to expand your thoughts with that many fighters, 18,000 plus fighters, your thoughts on the dangers at universities, that would be a high impact area I had not given much thought to.
Considering they're so woke, I would be surprised. I think it's probably going to occur where they're in a red state somewhere and against civilians who are not woke. I would say that's probably going to happen.
If I didn't think things were going to happen much sooner, my logical mind from 40,000 feet would be saying it would make more sense for these cells or terrorist cells to activate when the World Cup is here, because you're going to have maximum exposure worldwide, most widely watched event in the world.
And that could happen, yes, because it's in an area where they're not enforcing the law.
Yeah, in some of those areas, yeah. I mean, like one of the event areas is Guadalajara. We just saw what can happen in Guadalajara real quickly.
I agree.
That was awfully scary. Can you imagine having been on vacation and that level of violence erupts?
I find it difficult. Anybody in a sane mind would go to Mexico these days for a vacation because of the cartel and narco-terrorism operations.
All right. Let's see. Wait, this one's question for us, MarkZ, Mr. C. If banks are hoarding precious metals, JP Morgan Chase, 77 million ounces of silver, will their levels be adjusted by the Treasury?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It'll be adjusted also because of the elimination of derivatives, which would change the balance sheets considerably.
Annie, this is going to give me a golden opportunity. We've already been inundated with QFS links, etc. Fake to get your money. You can't go sign up with the QFS, some special wallet. People keep falling for it though. Said I've also had wallets wiped, etc. Still don't trust digital. Yeah, no, it's in its early stages, kind of like when we started moving Western expansion. It was largely lawless. That's how it starts. And then the market fixes it. Mr. C, who is the main spokesperson for BRICS, or is it governed by committee?
Honestly, I don't know. That was after my conversations with the Interpol guys. I would imagine that it comes under a committee, but I really don't know.
Noreen just saying under Sarah, if it's what we understand, new elections must be completed within 120 days. That's really not a long time.
No, it's not.
Let's see. Are your bondholders waiting for Mr. C? I would imagine yes. Well, they should go so close at the same time that you could argue Mr. C is waiting on the bondholders, or you could argue that the bondholders are waiting for Mr. C. I don't know if it'd be very fruitful to even waste time mentally jumping through the hoops.
Well, actually, I've been told that once the bondholders are paid, I'm the next one to be visited.
Nope. We got some clarification there. RW, where there is knowledge, ignorance calls itself science. Oh, isn't that the truth?
Really?
Let's see. Mr. C, do you feel there will be a currency roundup prior to the final flip in codes?
A currency roundup?
I assume they mean trying to get as much out of circulation as you can.
That's happening right now. The banks are short of cash right now, so it's not surprising. So I'm not quite sure about a roundup, but I do know that they're stretched for having cash.
That is a good point, because we've had a couple stories in the last couple of weeks about liquidity, not having enough cash, having enough money, but not having enough cash in Iraq. I saw a story in Vietnam. That is interesting that you said that he asked, because that liquidity crunch is exactly that, is them cleaning up currency.
I was at the bank just the other day, and I overheard a conversation with one of the tellers to a client that they had no change in the drawers, no coins. They had to give them more dollars. So that's a very interesting tell.
Gee, Grolden. Oh my God, a coworker was sharing yesterday that at the dollar store, the cashier told her that person's EBT receipt showed a balance of over 11 grand. Person didn't speak any English. Well, I guess they haven't spent it yet. Silver starting to run. Do you think that's a good thing, Mr. C?
Yeah, I do. Speculation only happens before the event, so it's not surprising.
Slogo said they've been destroying pallets and pallets of $100 bills coming back from Europe for the last 3 months. I just saw a story on a nonprofit that was raided in Florida. Stacks and stacks of cash behind the sheetrock, you name it. Another one of those fake ones. They're all over the country, guys.
All over the world.
All over the world. Carol, doesn't Trump become the 19th president of the Republic? I don't know what that number is.
That's a good point. I don't know either. And I think that's why he's teasing everyone by saying he might run for a third term.
Oh, wait, you can use EBT at a fast food restaurant? I thought it was like you had to prep. It wasn't like ready to go meals.
I don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know that answer, and I don't want to paint a false picture. Lady Wu wants to know, will the mortgage industry lose their jobs after the reset?
I don't think so. It's just going to be reduced.
Yeah, I mean, you're still going to need them. Like,
Yeah.
Well, if you got your currency and silver,
Well,
and
there's
all
still
those
gonna be
things, probably
buys
not
and
going to need them,
sells.
but everybody else needs them.
Yep.
And that is probably when stop folks when you know, is this going to go away? Is that, ask yourself, is it a necessary thing? In other words, am I still going to need a bank to borrow money for a car? Or are people, not you, your financial situation might change. When you think about, well, is insurance going away? Are you still going to need insurance? Then it's probably not going away.
I agree.
Monty Wilson wants to know your thoughts on the State of the Union address.
Well, interestingly, I watched the whole thing, not that night, of course, but I find it very interesting that he laid several traps for the Democrats and they fell for it. Unbelievable.
I
It
mean,
was a good speech,
that would be embarrassing to fall for it that many times.
really. But it proved the point, I believe, that needs to be brought up and openly discussed. We're dealing with a war on evil and people who are truly trying to destroy this country. And the Democrats who are elected to Congress have shown their cards that that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Freedom Fighter Girl, do you need to have a trust to exchange?
No.
Not yours. Do you think we will still have a form of taxes that we pay?
I do. However, I question the logic of Trump's assertion that tariffs are going to pay for the elimination of the income tax. If tariffs work, there'll be no incoming money. Therefore, there's no way to offset the income tax necessary. I do believe, however, that any tax that's going to be applied will be a VAT-like tax.
I've been told from early on this, it will be a VAT style system instead of an income system.
Me too.
Bob, my insurance is the RV. It's that expensive. I've heard a lot of people talk about how expensive different insurance policies are, from cars, apartments, to homeowners, to somebody asking for your opinion of Patrick Byrne. And one, if you even know who he is, but if you have an opinion, a good guy, bad guy.
Honestly, I don't know who he is.
He was the I think it was overstock.com, started a big site, became a billionaire for Inside. And he's like, yeah, no, I got offered, hey, we'll make you a billionaire if you'll do this. They came to him, said, hey, we need to set up Hillary Clinton, gave him hundreds of thousands of dollars to set up a bribe thing so that they could manipulate her right before the 2016 because they thought she was going to win the election. He's been dropping a lot of tough truths from election machines to the inside, including recordings, verified recordings of some of these people. I'll have to find some of his stuff for you.
Okay. Now, I haven't much time to preview the internet because I'm buried in a book. I'm trying to get this thing finished.
We're going to get a rebate check, that tariff rebate next month. No part of me thinks we're going to get one now that it's caught up in the court system. I don't think anytime soon. Mr. C, your thoughts?
I agree with that. I think it's going to be delayed, maybe just prior to the election, the midterms.
Yeah, I think Patrick, for anybody that wants to know my thoughts, I think he's a good guy, exposing a lot. Has anybody seen a series 2023 bill? Hey, that could be fun. Everybody want to check dates because it is really weird. Can't tell you how many new $20 bills that I get from like 2017 or 2017. Oh, 2003. I thought we had a 2023. Yeah, I haven't seen one. These are little clues, I think, Mr. Cottrell. What do you think?
I agree. EJ is asking whether the RV is going to happen by July 4th. I certainly hope so, if not sooner. But that would be great. That'd be a great way to celebrate the 250th.
That would be a great way. Splurge, I meant to mention that yesterday. The World Economic Forum CEO just resigned because of the Epstein list. The one that just replaced Klaus Schwab just resigned because of his close connection.
I quite agree. We're going to see a lot more of that.
You're going to see a lot more.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Father Kirk is asking, he can't believe we can be without a leader for 120 days. Well, that's not accurate. There'll be a committee that will be running the country after the Reformation to the Republic for that 120-day period.
Question. I heard HSBC is exchange. Well, is exchange yet? Canada. This is a question for Canada. They had heard that HSBC is, I guess, an exchange center, yet they were a bank that was just helped JP Morgan with a paper manipulation, so they got in trouble. Any other bank exchanges in Canada? I'm super small town in the north of BC. One time I had listed those. That was years ago, but it was Scotiabank, RCB, Royal Bank of Canada, RBC. I had named 3 or 4 that were told to me very specifically, but that's been some time ago. You're going to have plenty of options.
I agree. And yes, JP Morgan was manipulating currency through the Canadian banks because that's how the system worked.
I think we offended Ann. Are you wait, no, I just said that, what are the codes and where? Yeah, okay. Don't get all that one. So what are these codes? Why are you the code man and where do you get them?
Not by choice. I'm not in this thing by choice. My companies and my name and signature were stolen by Bush Sr. and his group. And I made such a stink about it that the Golden Dragon thought that was a pretty good guy. And I was so adamant and so vocal, even with Leo, that I wanted my country back, that the Golden Dragon thought I was the only American that he could trust with the codes. That's how I got into the protocols. And in 2011, when they tried to return the monies to me, and this was from 2007 to 2011, Interpol was searching for monies that were stolen from all G7, from the platinum sales and silver sales and gold sales from the Shanghai Shek Group. It was stolen by Senior and put into an account with my name on it under his control. When Interpol found it in November of 2011, they tried to disperse the money back to me for distribution. They stole it again. Bill Clinton and Bush Sr. stole it again out of Chase Bank. And they told me, Interpol told me specifically what was going on. That's how I got into this mess. Arrogant? No. I'm pissed off. They killed my son. They killed my daughter-in-law because of blackballing me in the business. And I am waiting for the time when these rats can be hung visibly and in public. Now, this last venture to circumvent the gold treaty, the number one demand made by that group was for perp blocks to be visible by the public around the world. That tells you where we are. I'm not here by choice.
Yeah, you kind of unwittingly a key person in this one. Gloria said, should I contact a wealth manager now or wait for RV? For me, I'd wait. I'd learn about it. Mr. C, your thoughts on that one?
A wealth manager cannot help you at this point. The banks will change their operation once the RV occurs. They will no longer have the master custodial account agreement, which is implied and actually explicit when you deposit monies in the bank. They will be just nothing more than a service vendor that you can take advantage of or you can ignore, but you'll still have a bank account under the QFS in that bank. So I'm not quite sure if I answered the question, but it's the bank's role will change and the wealth management will change also.
Asked this previously. What happens to if you're not available? It's time to pull the codes, drop the codes, and you aren't available. Does the RV just not happen?
They know where I am 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They track my butt every day. They know where I am.
Yeah, this is Mr. Bill and Linda. That's exactly what I was referring to. Said Patrick Burns has Hillary Obama, Brennan, and Comey dead to rights. He was involved and set them up. That interview, Alpha Jot. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen the tape on it. Just fantastic. All right, Mr. C. Anything you want to add in closing?
Well, there's so much to talk about, and it's time is getting close, I believe, but that doesn't matter. I hope it happens soon. Like everyone else, I don't know any more than anybody else does. Just my gut feeling of watching the giant machine take shape, and I think we're close. Other than that, thank you very much for the opportunity. I get sick and tired of them shutting me down every time we get close to speaking openly about this stuff, but that's the way it is. It's the world we live in at the moment. So again, thank you very much. Good questions, and I shall see you next week, if not sooner.
Take care, Mr. C.
You too. Take care. Bye now.
We got some great questions on Mr. C today. I like that format better, focusing on the questions like that. That was good. Already did the happy birthday thing for those celebrating happy birthday. Now it is time to have a little bit of fun with Matt and hopefully Lucas. Spend some time with our number one sponsor over here, the CBD Gurus. And
Good morning. Is Mark there? Is Lucas there?
Yeah, he hadn't shown up yet.
Oh, okay. I thought he was.
But Mr. C and I went over, so he probably took a listen and was like, I got a few more minutes.
Yeah, he was eating salad. He's healthy. He's super healthy. When Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I usually don't have salad. I just kind of let go.
You let yourself like live for a couple of days.
Yeah, I don't watch any of that healthy stuff, but I like salad. I'm just kidding around. Salad's pretty good for you.
Yeah, strangely enough, I've started getting downright excited about a good salad. Boy, I didn't think that would ever going to happen.
Yep,
a few less hush puppies and a few more salads.
Yeah, salad when I grew up was just the iceberg head or whatever it was. My mom would cut it up, throw a couple tomatoes in there. What do you want, French or ranch? So yeah. But no, the
I'm a
salad
weird
is
one.
so good.
I'll just squeeze like a lemon or a lime and grab the pepper grinder, and that's my version of a salad dressing.
You know what? I started. That's good. Yeah, because that salad dressing can
Good.
really back up your veins. I think if you get too much.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
if you're eating a
started.
salad and then you're putting ranch on it, yeah, you might as well not eat the salad. Stop fooling yourselves. I mean, it
That's
really
right.
it's
Oh my god! I
that's
think it
like
was about.
ordering the triple Big Mac with an extra large fry and then getting a Diet Coke. Come on.
Oh, that's bad. No, I'm just kidding. I do that all the time. But I seen the it must have been man. It was in the early '80s. I was eating dinner with some guys, and I seen this guy. He got the little cup, a dressing, and then he started taking the forkfuls of salad and dipping a little bit in there. And I thought, oh my God, that's a good way to do it. So then I try to do that most of the time now, because then you don't have so much salad dressing. If you just plop that
Hmm.
little thing on there, it ends up in one spot. And it really gets to be too much in that spot, and then the rest don't get anything. So I think the guy was onto something, because
Yeah.
just dip your little forkful in there and eat it, and you're all set. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that really is. I mean, cuts down on the amount, which is a good thing. We
Yeah.
got Lucas showed up, and Lucas, how about you? Are you indeed eating a salad right now?
Not anymore.
All right. Okay.
I do like my I was telling Matt earlier, and that's probably why he brought it up. I get this from Costco, their quinoa salad, and I do like it. But I don't use dressing on it. I'll make like 3 easy over eggs. And I know this is maybe controversial, but then I just use the yolks as my dressing.
Um, yeah, I
All
mean,
right.
I can
That
see
sounds
that because
great.
that's basically like the eggs. If it had a little vinegar, you'd have an olive oil, you'd have lemonade. I mean, mayonnaise.
Yeah, well, no, and I'll do like some of the high polyphenol olive oil on top every once in a while. Um, but the egg yolks, because it's hard to eat a salad dry, right? So that's why, like, just do some easy over eggs, throw the eggs on top, get a little protein, and still get a little bit of that liquidy to kind of coat the salad, kind of a little bit. Or you could just take some superfood greens gummies. I guess those are your 2 options.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's one where if you don't want to eat a proper diet, that's a good way to go. Or well, honestly, you can't even say that in today's world. Our vegetables and our food is so missing in nutrients that even if you're eating a good diet, unless you're growing your own, you almost have to take some kind of supplement like your version of greens.
Sadly, it's become that way. I mean, I think there was some research that came out even a year or 2 ago that showed even the beef, the vitamins and minerals that
Hmm.
are in
In
the
the
beef
beef,
are reduced like 80%.
it really is
Um,
like crazy.
I mean, it's like not even I'm like, "What are you talking, like, how is that even possible?" But it's all about, um, overworking the ground, especially for this industrial agriculture has taken place. I mean, there's a
Hmm.
lot that goes into it, but,
A lot.
um
But see, that's why I'm buying a house next to Lucas's so that, as his family raises everything, I can just go pilfer his pantry.
that's right. I mean, honestly, everyone. Yep, yep, or you're just gonna steal a cow.
Matt and I
Hey,
are going to be over there poaching cows from Lucas's farm. It's going to be the Hatfields and McCoys all over again.
Oh my gosh. You know what is funny though? I'll tell you this. And it makes because all the farmers they're like, oh yeah, I'm set for life. I'm like, dude, don't you think people are gonna come steal like, food and stuff? Like you're a sitting target to some degree. And they're like, what are these city folk gonna do with a cow? They're gonna steal it and not know what to do with it.
They're
They're
going
just
to
gonna
try to
steal
milk the
it.
bull.
Yeah, just try to milk the bowl and which may not end up it'll definitely end up in favor of the bull, but will not end up in favor of the people.
That's what I'm like. I've seen people post about like the crazy preppers and the folks that say, "Well, we're just gonna come take your chickens." Like, okay, what are you gonna do with them?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if you guys have ever plucked a chicken, but it's not as easy as you think.
Dude, it's not fun. It's
It is
not, well,
not
and
fun.
I mean, I get to the point where I just skin them out. Like it's just like, and people are like, "Oh, don't you miss the skin?" I'm like, I don't care. The enjoyment of the skin is not worth it. Like, no. Well, and so I don't know if you've ever like, my mom taught me when because she did it forever, is the whole boiling water. And I'm telling you what, that smell of boiling those chickens before plucking those feathers, oh, that smell stays with you forever.
Hey, did you guys ever hear about the chicken that it's got its head cut off and then it actually lived for like a year? Did you ever hear that story?
No,
No, but I assume it
Oh,
was somebody from Congress.
I
no,
that's a
I
good
think they,
one. That was a good one.
you know, apparently it really happened. It was kind of weird, I guess. And then they would keep
I've
feeding it through the hole in its head, and it was, I guess, it was alive for a while, like months.
I've
Just
I
maybe there's, I don't know, Lucas. I figured you could explain that one, but I guess
no.
not.
I
That
you know how
is,
many chickens and turkeys I've killed in my day and plucked? I've never had no. They'll I mean, they'll flop around for a little bit. But
Yeah,
for the most
see,
part, I mean, nah.
I never will, because I'm gonna have quail eggs. They're the
Oh
best.
geez, we're back with the quail eggs.
hey, I did some
Right.
research. He started talking about the quail, and I mean, a
Listen,
quail
Matt is not wrong on the nutrient concentration of the quail
and
eggs.
time, speed, amount of feed. Yes, it's going to take 2 or 3 of the eggs to equal a chicken egg, but I mean, it reaches maturity to start laying eggs in like 6 weeks. I mean, something absolutely nuts, like less than 2 months, where a chicken's going to take 6, 9 months, and you're going to have to feed it the whole way. Quail largely provide their own food. I mean, you're onto something there,
My
Matt.
whole
Well, and
thing
then
is though, does it taste like a duck
yeah,
egg or more like a chicken egg?
I'm told it tastes more like a chicken egg.
Really?
That
Then
is
I'd be
far
on
more
board
like a chicken
because
egg because I'm like you, duck egg. You bake with it all you want. I'm not into it for my omelet.
no,
It's
negative.
kind of a greasy. It's kind of like eating duck meat. It's
that,
greasy.
then I went online and it says you can grow your own feed. You just grow this plant that grows every year. It just keeps growing and growing and growing, and it produces all the feed you want for it.
Are you
So we're
gonna
gonna have like at all
pinion?
Plant
the
it one
RV
time.
parks, we're gonna have great quail farms.
Who's gonna be pinioning all of these quail? Matt, are you gonna hire me to
Doing what?
pinion
What do you call it?
all of them? If you don't pinion them, they're just gonna fly
What does that
away.
mean?
Okay, so like when
Pinion.
No, no. You
because
put like you put it you put it you put them in a big like that chicken wire or quail wire above them. About 10 feet. You just make a giant chicken cage about as big as
no,
a football field.
well,
They just
why
run
don't we
around
just
in there.
we'll just pinion them and then they can be just free range.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Oh, so they don't fly? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Pinion?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
So you
don't
do
know.
it so it doesn't hurt
Oh,
them.
okay.
Like we did it with swans growing up. My dad liked raising swans, ducks, whatever. You just kind of take out on one side, like just like their middle feathers.
Hey, you just take
Yep.
some like kitchen shears and you just cut them
Yep,
off where it doesn't hurt them, and then if they do try to fly, they just go in a circle.
yep, yep.
And then every resort's going to have a CBD shop, and and it's going to be well stocked in case anything happens out there in society. Then we'll have the quail eggs. We'll have the CBD stuff to trade with everybody around there because they're all going to want it. And we'll probably I don't know. I guess open a liquor store too. Why not trade that stuff too? So the resorts will have a hemp liquor store. How's that sound? I'm just
I'm
kidding.
down.
You know what? I'm Lucas. There's no comment, but I think Mark likes it. He's because I like it. I mean I
I'm
don't
in.
drink that much. I really I'm in too. So there
I
you
don't
go.
drink much at
No,
all
trust me.
anymore. I'm getting boring.
I miss
It's always
like I do miss the like the higher end like wines and liquor, like whiskey and stuff like that, the ryes, stuff like that. But the problem is,
yeah
what two was it, Matt? 2, 3 years ago, um, I had some stuff going on and I had to stop for a long period of time. And so I just never have started up again. I've never drank ever
right.
again.
Well,
And it's but
it's
I
one of those
I
things.
still miss it a little bit, you know.
Well, of course, you always will. You know, till you come back again, and then you'll probably be. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, okay. I'm not sure what I was going with that, but the
Why
thing
don't you
about
tell
it
us how
is,
to get in there?
yeah. Let's get into the site, everybody. And you know what? I'm just gonna say it right off. Get into the site first. You know what? That ain't my category. Okay. My category is the gurus, the CBDgurus.com, THECBDGURUS.com. And then when you get in there, you're going to see a wholesale button and hit the MarkZ wholesale. And then you're all set. You get in there. And if you can't get in there after that, there's a little box that shows up. Just put in there lowercase KRAM CBD, and then you're all set. And then, yeah, this is, I was just going to say something, but I'll wait till next week. I think we're going to have a new look to the site here pretty soon here. And
Oh my!
yeah, next week it's going to be the Super
Is this where I
Scotty
get to
look
do my
like.
Eddie Murphy impersonation?
Um,
And you're like, what do
sure.
you mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
Hercules. I'm excited about a new site.
Yeah. There's Scotty, remember that one a few weeks back? I think they, him and his crew got a new site going, and it'll be good.
Nice.
And then Lucas hasn't even seen it or anything. Have you seen it, Luke?
I don't even know anything.
No. Okay. Well, Scotty's got a new look for the site. Or maybe I shouldn't. I don't. Listen.
It's a
It's going to be
secret.
the same stuff we have now. You can just, well, not no more. You know, I tried to keep it a secret. Anyways, it's going to be dynamite. Okay. So when you get in there, you guys, you're going to be in the specials, and starting at $355, February 25th, all orders received 10 million Boulevard plus, and this is a big plus, at $100. Not including shipping and discounts. Choose 90 million Boulevard or 120 count lion's mane or 120 count turkey tail capsules. And if you have any questions, you call 612-412-8343. And if the phone doesn't get answered, that's because answering the phone, which is Wendy, because Amy took a little vacation. She's in
Whoa.
having fun. And I told her to behave because she likes to party, you know. But when she's working, she doesn't party. And boy, she's, yeah. You know what? She'd be a great person to be in Vegas with because she's just all kinds of fun. She's a good gal. So anyways, 612-412-8343. The main thing is you put your order in or you got a question, we're going to get it taken care of by Monday noon. But anyways, no, Wendy's man that phone, so get after it today if you need some help, new people or whatever. 612-413-8343. Okay. And let's see. Here's what we got for specials going on. We got 4 30 count gummies. Those are the ones with 50 milligrams of broad spectrum regular CBDs in them, no THC. We got our sleep gummies, which are great. And we got our Delta 8 gummies, 4 for 100, which are great. We got our super probiotic there, 4 for 110, which is a hell of a deal.
Yeah, especially in today's world
3
where
of the 60
vitamin
count.
content sucks.
Yep.
I'm
those
excited,
are great
man.
vitamins. You got all the vitamins. What's
I'm
that?
really excited about that product. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Well, for the first time in my life, I'm getting my vegetables and fruits every day. Lucas told me, which is dynamite. I like that part because I mean I like certain vegetables, but eating 3 servings of each a day. What are you kidding me? I don't know if they came up with that. That would be impossible, especially being from Minnesota in the winter in the old days. You don't have that kind of stuff, you know. Well, anyways, let's see. We got, but we do have modern refrigeration, so I shouldn't even bring that up. I acted like we were in the 1800s there for a second. But anyways, so we got lion's mane, 4 of those for 100. Save money. Oh, we got something really cool. Our 2-ounce pack of decaffeinated mushroom coffee. And those little 2-ounce packs, You're going to like them. 8 cups of coffee on each one. I tested them, 4 1/4. Plus you get 250 dinar with each little pack there. We got regular and we got decaf. Okay. And then we got 4 pounds of the mushroom coffee plus 2 free concentrates. And those 2 free concentrates are dynamite. I ran out of coffee here. So what I did, I took some water, drank 2 sips out of the plastic bottle. I shouldn't drink it out of the plastic bottle, but you know what? I was desperate. And then I put some concentrate in there, coffee concentrate, coffee right there. That's perfect stuff. You know, you just concentrate it up and you can drink it anywhere, in the car, at the desk, whatever. Okay. 5 matrix mushrooms, 3 of those, the turmeric and black pepper in them, $100. Okay. We got 4 of the 3,500 natural. We got, it says peppermint on the sticker there, but it's the same thing except it's natural. Okay. Then we have the concentrates. We got dinar hooked onto those. Those are great. We got the 20 count, 10 milligram gummies. Those are great. We got the lotions. This is, you know, this lotion, I'm really getting into the lotions now, you know, because I got a sore hand, you know, and I just kind of shave with it. I do everything with it. 5 of those for $100. And that's 2,000 milligrams in each one. That's good stuff. Oh, we got some 6 packs of those 30 milligram strawberry drinks. And those come with some free gummies. We got the energy gummies. That's a good deal. 3 of those for $45. We got other stuff. Just go right down the line. You know what? We do have the Miracle Golds, the 2-ounce bottles now. We lowered the price on them because I just want everybody to be healthy and have those. So we put them at $69, you know. And then we got the 14,000 at $59. That's we really lowered that because I just want everybody to be healthy. That's my new motto. Everybody be healthy. We don't. That's all. You know. That's just the way it is. I'm just going to tell the truth. I want everybody to be healthy and happy. So, okay, that's all the deals right there, you guys. I don't know what's the best product we have in there right now. I would say it's the all of them. They're just all good, but. I did test a product last night, and man, I loved it. And we'll have that out pretty damn quick here. That's going to be cool. What's that, Mark?
Lucas, did you did you go into business with Matt just so you'd have like a built-in lab rat just to try whatever? Like, here, try this.
I did not think he would take, when I say to try things, I never anticipated that he would try them to the fullest extent, but
He embraced it.
at the end of the day, I have been pleasantly surprised.
Well, I found another lab rat, and it's going to be interesting for the next. We're going to go through every product, and he's going to take each one for a week. Not all of them, but you know, generally. And we want to see the start and the stop after every week. He's going to give a report, and it was kind of funny. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'll tell you about off the air, Mark. But it's my wrestling buddy. He's a pretty funny guy. So, but anyways, he'll give a report after every week because I mean he takes some of my stuff, but he does it just haphazardly, you know. And whenever I pretty much give him some stuff free, you know, I guess my partner shouldn't be hearing that, but I do. And but anyways, he gives.
Hey, look, whenever you send me stuff like that, I try it.
Right, exactly. Yep, and I'll get you some too, Mark. You can, wait till you see the new product. Yeah, it's gonna be dynamite. But every product Lucas comes up with is dynamite. Everybody, it really is. He's a dynamite.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, pretty good stuff.
Grateful One wants to know, Lucas, do you use microgreens in your superfood supplement, or what do you use?
Microgreens. Gosh, I don't even think I've ever heard of microgreens.
It's where they
No.
just sprout it. If you're getting a powder, it's probably has microgreens in it.
Yeah, because so we use the greens extract a lot because they take a lot and kind of condense down to be able to get the actives to the concentration that they want, which is kind of where the benefit, kind of lies. The microgreens, now I know what you're talking about. So the microgreens are more about eating the microgreens as they are, not so much as like an extract powder. So a lot of people because the microgreens are very
Sprouted.
expensive, and you want to eat those naturally. You don't want to grind those into a powder, um, just because it kind of ruins the benefit of the microgreens. So microgreens you'd be eating, natural as the greens, and then for an actual powder or extract powder, it's the full grown plant that, say, per pound has less nutrients than the microgreens. So then you concentrate and do an extraction to be able to, kind of condense those actives or ingredients into a powder to be able to utilize it in different forms. So just different avenues, right? Like I love, maybe not the microgreens, but one thing that I've tried is the micro mushrooms. Have you tried those, Mark? Those are pretty cool. They do like these little tiny mushrooms, and they have like, say, I've tried the cordyceps, but I guess
Mhm.
the little tiny ones, they have like, say 5 times the as amount of potency as the full grown ones. So you take the little ones and then use it in your dishes, or
Hmm.
I like to do it in like a vinaigrette over some chicken breasts. Smoke some chicken breasts, and then do a little vinaigrette mushroom thing over top. Really good.
George said he ordered the popcorn. It was good. I saw this one. Vicky said, "Do any of the lotions help psoriasis?" I use a lotion 2000 for mine all the time, and it is a huge relief. But then I put Aquaphor on top of it to hold the moisture, and I found that the lotion 2000 on psoriasis, that I need something to lock it in. You could probably use just a Vaseline or something too, but I use Aquaphor on it, and man, that stuff is awesome. That combination kicks butt. I should have let you guys answer that one. That's just how I use it.
Oh, I love the lotion 2000. Like I said, I think I'm going through a 4 ounce a week. My wife rubs it on my feet, everything. Shaving. I
He
love
tried
it.
to get me to rub lotion on his feet one time when he came over, Mark. It was super weird.
I mean, I heard
I
he
don't-
was trying to get your dog to lick his toes.
No, the dog was. I don't know I think I stepped on a steak or something. Then he was licking my foot. No. He was a cute little guy, man. I'll never forget. Yeah, I'm looking out the window, and he's got his head through this thing, and he's acting like he's choking. So I go, "Oh my God, he's choking out there through this wood slat or whatever it was, wood thing on Lucas's deck." And I go run into the door to run out there, and then he scooted around. As soon as I run out the door, he scooted right in the house. He had it all planned. So does he do that to other people, or was it just me?
I think it was just you.
Oh my God. He looked down there and he's looking at me going, and he's making this face. His tongue was out a little bit. And I go, "Oh my God, he's choking," the poor little guy. And then I run out there and he just ran right by my feet, and ran in, but no, he's a nice little dog. And then I was taking a nap and he licking my feet and stuff. And I don't know if he could even jump up there yet. I'm not sure, but you know what? What's his name? Gus?
Yeah. Yep.
Lucas?
Little Gus.
Gus is cool.
Gus.
Gus is a dog. The dog of the year, Gus.
Um,
Does he
Dwayne's
pee on
got
the
a
floor all the
question.
time, Lucas?
I want to meet Gus. Dwayne's got a question for you. Ordered the probiotic gummies, but how many should he take?
Just 2 a day.
Yeah.
But if he likes the taste, no, I'm just messing with you. I mean,
That's Matt. That's Matt's problem too. He's like, I love the taste of them. They taste good. I want to eat more. I'm like, don't eat more.
D. Rambo
Okay.
wants to know if there's any collagen in the in the probiotic in that gummy.
Not in that one. We have another one that has collagen. No, this one doesn't have collagen in it. And plus, guys, like, you don't want collagen. It's like doing, how do I put it? Like, collagen's not a great one to do in a gummy because you need to take so much collagen, right?
Mhm.
Like, like
Right.
what is the recommended dose? Like 20 grams, 30. I mean, you'd have to eat like 60 gummies to get as much collagen. So collagen in a gummy doesn't really work, just because the amount of collagen that you need on a daily basis, or want to, if you're going to take that as a supplement, just doesn't work well in a gummy.
Mumsy says, how many drops of Miracle Gold in lotion 2000 per application on the knee? I always put just a little in the palm of my hand and just 2 or 3 drops. Any suggestions, Matt or Lucas?
No, I mean, it depends on how well you like to mix it. I'd like to do a higher dose, maybe even 10 drops. I mean, it's great. Or another great option is to put, say, 5 to 10 drops on your knee, rub that in, and then put the lotion on top of it, and then rub the lotion in on top.
Or what I do, MarkZ, is I'll take the dropper and once there's about a third of the lotion out of the container, I put the drops in there and I just smear it around with my finger because of course I'm going to put them in my hand and rub it in, So I put it, smear it around, kind of mix it up, and then I put it on my wrist. I just did that this morning. Yeah, some of that stuff. Yeah. So a lot of my lotions, they look kind of a little with a brown tint to them, but it doesn't change the smell of it. It still smells good, because it smells really good. I take the lotion, not the lotion, but I've actually taken that before, and I put some in my hands and then I rub it in my hair, so it holds, and I've even did that with the Miracle Gold oil, and I nobody said it smelled bad, but then again, my wife, she's not good smelling like she used to, you know what I mean? So,
Well, you
mean,
mean
she
her nose?
smells
I mean,
good.
she's not as clean as she used to be, or she's not as good at smelling things as she used to be.
Smelling me, so which is
okay.
good. I've had a wife who lost probably 60% of her smell, which is probably good. The older you get,
Probably mess with how well you can cook, but
yeah, you just got to use less cologne. That's all. But anyway, yeah, I put I shave with it. I put the stuff in my hair on occasion just to make it hold. But because I don't know, my hair sticks up all the time. Like I get up in the morning and I don't even notice it because I don't go look in the mirror. Then I just start getting ready and I go out, and next thing you know, my wife goes, "Aren't you going to comb your hair?" And I go, "Well, yeah." And then it's sticking up pretty good. I mean, truly, I'll tell you something. I don't know if you guys get it, but about every fourth day, she wakes up, and no matter if I just got a haircut or not, she looks at me and goes, "I think you need a haircut." And I just go, "Oh, really? I just got one," So, I mean, I'm just saying that I don't say that to her, I've never said anything about her haircut because no guy would ever do that with your girlfriend or wife. If you did, it would be trouble. But you guys don't get that with gals and stuff saying, "Get your hair cut." Come on.
No, I don't have any hair. I don't even know why you're even asking me.
No, your beard, Lucas. Your beard. You should have. You guys, when I first met Lucas, you should have heard him going on and on. You got to get some CBD oil, beard stuff. And I go, "No." I said, "Nobody wants that." It says
I could see that being popular.
no.
It is.
It is, you guys. But
Mark, I'll let you touch my beard next time we're together.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
right.
yeah, I mean, it's
it's
pretty sharp
super
looking
soft
beard.
and supple.
I forgot you two have beards. That's right. No, you do. But I'm just saying that, you know what? Half the crowd doesn't have a beard. Well, I shouldn't say half the crowd, at least 45%.
Yeah, maybe not even a quarter.
Because I've never said anything about my wife's whiskers. No, I'm just kidding. She don't have any, But that's just my brother's wife's sister. She has the whiskers. No, I'm just kidding. And I tell her to shave them. She hates my guts, But we've got, man, those Canadians. Can you believe how crazy they are right now? Some of them that the U.S. won,
Oh yeah, they're very upset.
And Betsy,
A lot of them
wife,
blame Donald Trump for the U.S. beating Canada in hockey.
Well,
no idea what he had to do with it. I didn't see him out there on the ice, but
I got a wedding to go to. I haven't been to Canada for a while, but I'm gonna go to one in the early summer, and I'm getting a bunch of Trump shirts made that with a Trump with a hockey stick, and I'm wearing one up there. I'm gonna wear one every day. I'll probably be there 3 or 4 days, but I'll wear one to the wedding. I didn't, because they got one or a couple of her cousins. They're violent. They're gals. They swear and stuff at you, And I told her I'm
protect
going.
yourself.
Yeah, I told her I'm going, but I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna cower in the corner. I'm gonna show my country's,
Pride.
I'm sticking up for my country, especially, God, that I'm telling you right now, they're so depressed right now because they lost, just because one little goal, and it's like, get
Yeah.
over it. Just don't worry about it, you guys. Everything's fine up there in Canada. And people
All right.
listening right now, they're going, man, shut up.
I'm gonna start
Embarrassing.
getting some mean emails. Broke wants to know: do you have anything for neuropathy?
There's a lot of great research on lion's mane and neuropathy and being able to repair that. Um, there's a lot of great research on lion's mane, and yeah, we do have several lion's mane products. Lion's mane's really good for kind of nerve repair, and gosh, just so much, Mark. Like the mushrooms, just awesome stuff. Really are.
You really are.
The main thing is just to get a good mix of CBD. No, the other day my wife was watching this deal on a zoo animal. It was a Bengal tiger. The thing could barely move anymore, and all they did was give it what's he taking 2,000 milligrams of CBD per day, and now he's running around and everything in the enclosure just from CBD. And I've seen that happen with dogs. I mean, it's just like you don't just get the main thing is the CBD, get it in there healing, and at the same time it's taking away the pain, just enough where they can get up and go, because the animals, they're not going to try to quit walking every day. They're just all of a sudden, oh, you give it to them, oh my God, I can walk a step now, I can take another step. Next thing you know, they're running around like crazy, as long as you keep giving it to them, for sure. And yeah.
Lucas D. Rambo, did you mention you guys have a product with collagen? You did have one. I don't think you have one anymore, do you?
We had a little bit of collagen in the that powder
For
we had
baking
before,
mix.
but I don't know, we just discontinued it because it was, I don't know why we did. So, well, I do know why. It was one of those things, and I think like Lucas said, you got to get a bunch more collagen. We didn't have enough in there. It was just a little bit.
Well,
It
and it's
wasn't.
hard too. It's a different and honestly, market didn't really sell well, with it. And so a lot of people like to take their collagen by themselves and nothing else. I granted, I am currently, I don't talk about much what we're working on, but I do and am formulating. It will have collagen as an ingredient, but it's a multifaceted product. But we still have a long.
Development process ahead.
Right on.
Robin just wants to know when you're going to get some of those Nature Rose bath bombs back in stock because it reminds her of her mom.
I think we got them right now, Rob. We do, Robin. I'm sure we do. We look under there under Rose. We're calling them Rose right now. Yeah, I'm sure we got them. I really do. Let me look here. I'll look real quick.
I was going to say, yeah, you look on that one. Let me know.
Yeah, let me look here. You just go under the wholesale, get in there, and let's see the bath bombs. They're supposed to be in there. We got 10 of them in there, different ones right now. So let me check. We're almost there. Let's see. I hope they're in there because that is one of them. Let's see.
Rose.
There it is.
Yep,
Look,
it's there.
It's under Sinus Soother. And I'll tell you what, that Sinus Soother, let me tell you about that. I love that one. So, and you know what? Here's the thing I do. First thing I do is I throw the bath bomb on the ground at home. It busts into about 4 pieces. And I put my little tub when I'm watching TV, watching like videos I haven't watched or anything, like reruns of Mark deal, Mark's videos. You can watch it. Hey, you guys.
Good sleeping material.
No, but you can watch them anytime for sure. And, yeah, well, except when Andy's on, he'll start swearing. Then your ears perk up. Oh, no,
Yeah, wait,
Andy's
what?
cool. So, but no, I love soaking my feet in a little tub, and you can get those little tubs from like the dollar store. They're, I don't know what they call them, but you can fit both your feet in them. And I just sit there in warm water for an hour. I love it. And Rose, well, you know what? I'll take any of them. I don't even look at them. The Sinus Soother, I do like. I like that. That's a good one.
Karen says, I still have some super full spectrum from you guys in inventory. Matt, Lucas, what do people normally take these drops for? Can't remember if I ordered it for my husband or myself quite a while ago.
Yeah, the super full spectrum's a great high end, like 14,000 milligrams of CBD per the bottle, a little bit of THC. So it's really used for anti-inflammation and pain. With a little bit of THC in it. But some people use it topically for hand pain. But I ingest it. Like I say, a quarter, maybe an eighth to a half dropper at a time. But it does really, really well at helping with inflammation and pain. Hope that helps.
Yeah, it is. It is just great inflammation, pain. You're hurting. It's got so many applications. Dog treats.
Dog treats. You know what? We're working on those, and we'll have that remedied by Wednesday. I think we have beef treats in stock. We also have the CBD pet oil. The CBD pet oil, you guys, you can just put that into anything.
You can also put a drop of that on your other pet treat before you give
Right.
it to your dog. Like if
Yeah.
you got one of the dog biscuits, throw a drop or two on it. They'll tear it up.
Yeah, it just soaks right in, you guys. But what was it? Not last. I had a few here, and I had the stray dog here. It was last. Was it last Friday? I can't remember. And he was walking by. She was walking by. I found out it was a female right away for sure. And you can just notice. You know what I mean. And anyway, so I gave that dog. I think it was 8 or 9 the pet treats. And I put a blanket down because it started yawning, and then it had to lay down. Which was good because, at least I put it in the building. It was cold outside. And then the pet guy, the pet enforcement dude came, and he's a real nice guy. And he said, "Oh, that dog's going to clean up nice." And I said, he said, "It's probably got a chip in it or something, though, And boy, it had been outside for a long time. It looked like still had on its little Christmas collar, Probably ran away or something. Somebody let it out Christmas Day when all the relatives or everything ran away, and then he had a few treats. I calmed it down, and then they came and grabbed him, put the noose around the neck, brought him into his little station wagon, and off to the pound. But that dog will be fine. Hopefully.
I had a couple people just commenting. Chinooks moving, jets flying. I forgot to mention in my podcast today that I went by the airport in Aguadilla yesterday, and the drone station is back. They even now have like a hardened guard spot at the front with concrete and sandbags, an armed guard, and a couple Predator drones on the tarmac. So I forgot to mention that this morning. Something's ratcheting up even here in Puerto Rico. Surfer, what product was that again for the pain and swelling? It was the super full spectrum drops.
Yeah, we got our 2-ounce bottle. It's $69, 14,000. Then we got the 1,500. I think it's about, I forget. I'd have to look, but it's about 25 or something right there. And yeah, everything's cool.
I'm
Guys,
supposed to tell you Kukla's saying hi to you, Matt.
Oh, I know. I seen that there. I'm just looking at the deal, and I just put a little bit in the chat there. But yeah, it's good to see everybody in there. And let's see what else was I going to say there? We'll have popcorn in stock by next Wednesday. And man, you know what was really surprising? Look, your buddy. He says, "Oh my God, you sold that much before?" And I said, "Yeah." I think he was kind of shocked, But that stuff is good, But it is strong too, so you gotta, don't go wild with it.
Yeah, Matt. The problem with the popcorn is I can't ever finish a movie.
I know. Well, don't take too many, but
My problem is I start on the popcorn. I end up ordering 7 pizzas,
and I don't finish the movie.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty good. And yeah. So, and he was surprised how much of the chocolate went out the door. And I said, you know what? I think the chocolate is good. So Anyways, I like it. I don't know. Did you try the chocolate before, Lucas?
Oh, Matt, are you kidding me? I'm the one that brought the chocolate to you because I ate them forever.
Oh, okay, good.
But
But
I only eat like a quarter of it. I can't go too crazy on the chocolate.
yeah, you don't want to eat too many of them because it's strong. You know, the whole bag. I think it's 100. You know, so
The good news is collapse of chocolate demand because there was like a chocolate shortage on the raw material cacao. There was a serious shortage for a while, so prices went screaming up, and people started producing more, planting more, ramping up, and then demand dropped. So quality chocolate is going to become more and more available, which excites me because, well, I like chocolate.
Yeah, it
yeah.
was it was pretty scarce for gosh, almost 10, 12 months there for a while.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty nuts on that front.
Hey, it started probably 4 or 5 years ago. They knew the crunch was coming, and then they started ramping up, and then it got really bad. And that's the way it usually gets. It gets really bad right before all the new production comes online.
Yeah.
No Saturday podcast. I just saw that one. No Saturday podcast.
Yeah, and I did a lot last Saturday and Sunday. I had a great weekend, and I don't know. Did you have a good weekend, Mark?
Yeah, no, I had a good one. Just felt really strange not getting to hang out with you and Lucas. I mean, that was a little odd. I mean, Lucas, how did you do without us on Saturday? I mean,
I did have a moment of panic that I missed the show. And then, obviously, I reclaimed my thing. I'm like, wait a minute, we're not doing a show, which is just weird because the amount of years that we've done this Saturday show. I mean, heck, I'd be in the, middle of nowhere in the mountains of Colorado camping, getting up early, super early in the morning, 7 a.m. and driving to try to find service to be able to get on the show. It's just,
I mean, you've done like 150 Saturdays in a row kind of thing, joining, and suddenly, yeah, it felt weird.
It did.
Not necessarily bad, just weird.
And yet liberating at the same time.
Exactly. And then I felt guilty for it feeling liberating.
That's the worst part is that guilt that comes when it's like, why should I be guilty? Why should I have this feeling?
Yeah, well, it does mean that I can take out the tank that you guys helped. That I get more time on the tank because of it. So I mean, there is.
I want another video of you on the tank.
We need to arrange. You just need to come down and go fishing with me, and then you get to see it in person.
Are we going to catch anything good?
Good weather?
No, are we going to catch anything good?
Oh yeah, we'll catch some good fish too.
That's what I'm talking about. Count me in.
But even a bad day fishing. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've had some days where I would rather be at work than fishing because the weather was that bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I went out once in a boat and the guy should have never taken us out. And we were hitting like 8 to 14 feet waves. And you had to crawl on the deck to move anywhere and it was just, I'm like, why are we even out? Like, this is nonsense.
That's like miserable. That's like you wanted the money so bad, booked a trip that just couldn't say no. I'd be like, look, here's your money back.
Yeah, I like I'm going to stick to my fly fishing in the rivers and a little bit of lake fishing. I'm definitely more of a fly fishing river kind of guy. It's peaceful.
Yep.
It's peaceful. I love saltwater fish, though. My goodness, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Have you ever been on a lake fishing and it's snowing?
What'd you say?
Snowing out where it's just snowing I've been on a lake before it's snowing where opening fishing where it's like a blizzard. And I mean, the water was open, the snow's coming down. And I think I was out there with a couple of guys the one time. And I just, after 3 minutes, I said, just take me back. I ain't going to sit through this stuff, the snow in a boat and shit. No way. Otherwise, I like fishing, everything's cool. But the snowing on a lake that's open, I don't want nothing to do with that.
No,
I did it one time. It was horrible. And then and you know what? This is back when I owned a little resort with a couple of guys, the 10 cabins, and we had a campground. And I just, I went grabbed my wife and kids in the cabin. I said, we're going to the Holiday Inn with the pool. Let's go. And the kids, all right, yeah, Dad, let's go. So that was cool. We just took off to the Holiday it was about 60 miles away. And we spent the rest of our cabin weekend at the Holiday Inn for sure. You know,
It
kids
was
don't like
fun.
to be on the lake in the snow. Dad don't like to be on the lake in the snow, you know. So anyways, that's cool. But anyways, hey, if you guys want to get into the site,
Well,
you
hold on,
should I
Matt.
tell them
I got
again, you guys?
hold on, Matt. Hold on.
Is it-
Richard makes an important point here. You guys should feel bad taking Saturday off. You took my excuse for sitting around and having a pot of mushroom coffee. We're gonna have some kind of like coffee group where we just get together and drink coffee to make up for Saturdays.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we'll wait till we get the resorts rolling. I'm kind of looking forward to that. You know, now that old Trumpster took over Venezuela. You know, so did I say that right? Everybody gets mad at me. They go, you're not saying it right. Say Venezuela. See if I'm saying it wrong. Then how do you say it? Venezuela.
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 We lost Lucas. Probably a signal one. So maybe now is the time for you to tell us how to get in there.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, you go to thecbdgurus.com, thecbdgurus.com. And then when you get in there, you'll see on top there's a wholesale button. Then you'll see Mark's name come up first, MarkZ Wholesale. And then you put in there lowercase if you need to put a code in, KRAMCBD. And then when you're in there, you're all set to order. And the deals we got going this week are with every order you get 10 million Bolivar, and then at $100, not including shipping and discounts, you get three choices. You can have 90 million more Bolivar, 120 count lion's mane, or 120 counts turkey tail, and you just order away, and we'll send it out to you. And you know, the Bolivar. Yeah. And then the other thing, I forget about that, but we're still saving the Bolivar for the humanitarian resorts, which I think it's really going to happen someday. I really do. So, and
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked. You know, not shocked, but it was kind of like out of the blue when he went in there and pretty much took over the country. You know, and I agree with it. You know, because they needed to. You know, they got to get their oil just pumping to beat the band. You know, and I think it will. I don't think it will. I know it will. I know it will for sure. And we'll be all set. And you know, because I'm gonna keep a gas car because the electric cars won't work in Minnesota that good. I mean, they work, but you know, you can't really go everywhere and run out, you know, and that kind of thing. So I'm gonna keep the gas car, keep the oil going, and that's the CBD Guru's way. Maybe we'll start selling some CBD. I wonder if they'll have CBD motor oil. You know, I'm just kidding. No, they won't. But I don't know. That's it, Mark. You want to? What do you got planned tomorrow? Did I already? I didn't ask you that. Did I?
No, see, I was always worried about what you guys had. I'm thinking about going down to Puerto Real with Bob and maybe Mike, a couple of buddies, and wetting a fishing line for a couple of hours. That's what we're thinking about doing. It's about an hour and 15-minute drive, but it's a really, really pretty area.
Yeah, that sounds great. I think I'm going to go. We got the state wrestling tournament here, and I haven't been to it in years, you know, so I'll probably head down there with a couple buddies and watch some matches, you know, because, you know, when you wrestled in it way back, it's kind of fun. It's a different building. It's in the same spot, but it's kind of cool to watch it, see how good the kids are now. I think they're pretty damn good, you know, so, yeah, it's been a long time since I watched that, but that'll be fun. Then just, who knows, there's always stuff to do around the old homestead.
Always something.
Oh my God,
And sometimes when there isn't, that's even better.
Yeah, exactly. You just kind of take her easy, and then have some people over and just take some of my new product that we haven't put out yet. But
yeah, I can't wait to find out what it is.
It's good, and you're not missing nothing by ordering now. It's because it's all CBD THC based. It's just a little bit different. And we'll be stocking up on all those, anything we don't have by the middle of next week, the popcorn and everything. So that's it, Mark. And thanks for having us on. It's been a ball. And, you know, I did hear you guys, you were talking about, I don't know if I don't, you remember the tariffs, you know?
Yes.
You know, one thing always take Trump for his word for it, because he does come up with some stuff, but he tells you way ahead of time. And he said last May, he said, anybody who takes that oil from the Venezuelan oil, and we were in control of it, he says, you're going to pay a tariff. And they got more oil than anybody in the world. So, man, there's going to be a lot of people taking their oil. So
A lot.
I think there's going to be a lot of money coming in here.
A lot.
For sure. And yeah, so that's my only political thing of the day. But I just say there's a ray of hope for that. So anyway, how's that, Mark? Everything's good.
Top notch, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate you having us on. And yeah, you're a great guy. You got the good news and everything. And that's cool, man.
I appreciate you guys. Again, that was Matt and Lucas, CBD Gurus, a huge part of our community and program, and much appreciated. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, take care, Mark.
You too. Always have fun with them. One that was earlier just got right for Matt. Teresa is selling, needs to pay some bills. It has $1.3 million in for sale. You can email her at walkthepaul49@gmail.com. Just wanted to share that. Maybe we can help put people together. Thank you, Kugler. You enjoy yours. Mods, enjoy your weekend. Not necessarily doing away with Saturdays forever, because I kind of miss it, but I am thinking about doing more of a compilation or best of, where we take like pieces from throughout the week. And that gives us a chance just to hang out without me having to do a lot of work and enjoy some time with you guys. I'd like some of that. Some more downtime where I get to enjoy my time with you. All right, folks. I am going to call it a day. Well, I'm not going to call it. I'm going to stop on the podcast part and get back to work so I can enjoy some time this weekend. Maybe even meet my son for some wings and a beer. Something crazy. Don't know yet. We'll see what I can find out. Bye, guys.